Welcome. I want to tell you a story, but not just any story. One that unfolds in the space between battle and surrender, between the world outside and the soul within. It begins on a vast plain, the field of Kurukshetra. Two great armies face each other. Dust is in the air. Horses are restless. A storm of tension before the first arrow flies. And in the center, a golden chariot. Inside it, a warrior and a god. The warrior is Arjuna, fierce, disciplined, and undefeated. But in this moment, he is broken. Because across the battlefield, he sees not strangers, but cousins, teachers, brothers, and friends. How can I kill those I love, he says. What kind of victory is this, if it costs me my soul? And beside him, holding the reins, sits Krishna, not just a charioteer, but God incarnate, the self behind all selves. Krishna doesn't respond with orders. He responds with truth. You grieve for those who cannot be destroyed, he says. You speak of death, but you've forgotten what lives. And this is the first teaching. You are not the body. You are not your history, your thoughts, or even your fears. You are the Atman, the soul. The body is like clothing, he says. It wears out. But the soul, it simply changes its form. Arjuna wanted to run, to avoid the fight. But Krishna stops him with a deeper challenge. You speak of compassion, Krishna says. But is it compassion, or is it fear in disguise? And here comes the second truth, Dharma. Each of us has a sacred path, a responsibility tied not to ego, but to the deeper order of things. Sometimes your Dharma means stepping into fire, and sometimes it means standing your ground when every part of you wants to flee. But what if I fail? Arjuna asks. What if I succeed and regret it? What if I lose everything? And then Krishna gives his third teaching, one that echoes through time. Act, but do not attach. Do your duty, but let go of the outcome. Success, failure, praise, and even blame. None of these belong to you. When we act for reward, we become bound. But when we act in alignment with Dharma, when we act for reward, we become bound. Without clinging, we become free. Krishna introduces Karma Yoga, the path of action without attachment. It's not about doing nothing. It's about doing the right thing, from the right state of mind. Action becomes sacred, not because of what it brings, but because of where it comes from. When the mind is still, when the ego is silent, even the simplest task becomes divine. You think you're the doer, Krishna says, but the truth is, everything is moved by a deeper force. Desire, fear, memory, they rise and fall like waves. But the ocean beneath, that's you, the Brahman. Trying to control everything only binds us tighter to suffering. Letting go, that's the real power. Letting life unfold through you, instead of trying to push the river upstream. And Arjuna asks, How do I know I'm on the right path? And Krishna answers, when you see yourself in all beings, and all beings in yourself. This is the heart of Jnana Yoga, the path of wisdom. The divisions we see, me and you, success and failure, good and bad, they're real on the surface, but underneath, all things are one. All things are connected. This is not a metaphor. It's the truth of consciousness. And finally, Arjuna asks the most human question. What if I can't understand all this? What if I'm too weak? And Krishna's response is the fourth and final path, Bhakti Yoga, devotion, love, and surrender. You don't have to understand it at all, he says. Just trust in the divine, in me, in the self. So offer your fear, offer your confusion, and offer your broken heart, and then walk forward anyway. And then Krishna shows Arjuna something that words cannot hold. He reveals his true form, infinite, radiant, terrifying and beautiful. 1,000 faces, suns blazing from every pore, time itself devouring all things. The message is clear. You're not alone. You're part of something so vast and so intimate that even your doubts are held in love. Arjuna returns from the vision changed. He doesn't have all the answers, but his heart is steady. His purpose is clear. I will fight, he says, not out of anger, not out of ego, but because it's time to step into my Dharma. And that, Krishna smiles, is enlightenment in action. So when your own life becomes Kurukshetra, when you stand between duty and doubt, fear and clarity, remember the Gita. You are not the body. You are not your fear. You are the eternal witness, the warrior, the self. So act with purpose, detach from outcome, love the whole, and walk your path. Namaste.